And we're back in 3, 2, 1. I'm Mark Meincke, your host and your favorite local realtor. This is the Meincke Show podcast. Today we're going to be talking a bit more with Pamela Morgan about her cool company called Key Instincts. Now, we were talking earlier before the show, Pamela. Can you boil it down as to Key Instincts is HR consulting, HR outsourcing, and business consulting in general? Is that kind of hit it on the head?
That's perfect, Mark. That's a great way to...
Perfect. I'm happy with adequate.
You get a gold star.
Yay.
And I don't just hand those out, so...
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to be putting that on Facebook. Mark got a gold star from Pamela Morgan. So that was a big jump for you because you were with, how do you say it, Caleres? Caleres for like 21 years.
Yeah, 22.
Which is amazing, but then you're only 32. So that's,
I know.
Like, neat job. You're like Doogie Howser.
That's
you were an early bloomer.
Are you looking for another gold star?
So tell me a bit about Key Instincts. Who do you do? What's an ideal client for Key Instincts, and how would you help them?
Well, for sure, small to medium businesses. You know, when I started out a little bit over a year ago, after I went through my retirement phase and I started this, I started out initially headhunting and doing that talent stream recruiting for companies. Hence the name Instincts. I have good instincts on people, and I know how to match people accordingly, not only skill set, but for the value fit of your business. So I started out there, and what I discovered is businesses started hiring me to help them with their HR in general. And then I started building off of that and becoming that people and culture in that organization. So sometimes that company is 1 to 2 employees. Sometimes they're literally starting out and they're solo. And then I've got clients that have up to 50 to 70 employees.
If you're dealing with culture, then that's a long-term engagement with your clients, then like 3 to 5 years for culture change, isn't it?
It is. And, you know, you got to get head down and into the game. And there's a lot of change and a lot of growth. And that's where they tend to be attracted to Key Instincts, is because I help stimulate that growth. They feel it's a good idea at the beginning, and it gets really painful and it gets really uncomfortable, and then we come out the other side and you've taken it to a next level, right? So you're moving your company definitely from a good to great spot. But as we all know, when you're going through that change, it gets uncomfortable.
Do you find there's a lot of a gap with corporate self-awareness of what they think their culture is and what it actually is?
Absolutely.
Is that your starting point when you're engaging with them?
Yeah, most clients think that they have an amazing culture.
Everybody loves us. Nobody wants to quit.
Everybody's great.
I hear that. Everybody says that.
And then I come in and I turn everything upside down. And sometimes I'm even looked at as the problem, because people are saying, well, everything was fine before you came, right? Right? You turned everything upside down.
You had your head in the sand
right?
Before I came. Yeah.
And I tend to work very closely with CEOs and becoming that right-hand person to them. So being their business coach directly and having hard conversations. And as you get to know me, even though I'm known to be a compassion junkie, I'm very, very, very straight to the point and speak the truth. And I want people to stand in their truth.
Candor is just a part of honesty. You know,
Absolutely.
I think the more honest you are, the more direct you are.
That's what I tell my husband.
It's like, Jesus, Pamela, could you soften that one up a little bit?
Right, yeah.
So how long have you been in business with Key Instincts now?
Just a little over a year. And, I'm very, very blessed. I've had great support out of the community. I go all the way actually into Stettler with a manufacturing client into Calgary. So I have the best of both worlds. I get to touch so many different industries, and I learn so much. They think that I'm teaching them, but they're teaching me so much about their business. And now I have have gone into speaking engagements and giving seminars within the community. I never anticipated doing that, but an acquaintance that has now turned into a very dear friend, she applauded me, and as you know, Julie Boak.
Yeah.
She's
Fantastic
saying, she's
lady.
saying my praises, hence the imposter syndrome we're going to talk about in a little bit, and feeling that. And now I'm giving seminars throughout the community. I do quite intense training within my client base as well. I have a program that's called BAB Strategies, which is my nickname by my awesome husband of 22 years, but it breaks down to badass business strategies.
Okay.
So it's really, it's a 3-year program, and it's getting real. And I rip the Band-Aid off, and we get real about your business. We build out your vision, what that all needs to look like, who you need to have on your team to do that, and taking it to the next level. So that's one of my favorite programs to offer the community.
So what's an ideal size of company for you to work with? Like the perfect best fit client, would it be between 30 and 60 employees, or 60 to 100?
I wouldn't go over 100. I think once you hit that, I like to be able to reach out and touch everybody too. I want to know all your staff. I want to know everything about your business. I guess that's what makes me a little bit different when we spoke earlier on this, is that's where that business strategy.
No, why do you want to get a good handle on who the staff is and what they're like?
Because that's the foundation of your business. Hands down.
People are your brand.
Absolutely.
It's not your logo.
No.
People are your brand.
It's not your product. It's your people. I come from Caleres, as you know, which was formerly Brown Shoe Company, and we sold shoes. Longest going shoe company globally, by the way. Fantastic company. And
did you ever meet Al Bundy?
never met Al Bundy. No, he wouldn't have made it a good employee. He never made it through the first interview. But in that organization, we taught our staff, and being a leader in that, we taught our staff a lot, that they could go find that shoe pretty much at 20 different stores. But why are they going to shop with you? Because they're shopping with you, the person, right? It's about selling yourself. It's about building that relationship. So it doesn't matter what you're selling. You need to build a relationship. That's where it starts, with your client.
Do you have sort of a 5-year, 10-year plan for Key Instincts? Or are you going to stay in the lane that you're in now? Is it going to stay like this, or do you see that it's going to be
Well,
morphing?
I've already switched lanes. So
Yeah.
it's kind of, I'm enjoying the journey.
You're like a NASCAR driver.
I really love change, and I love challenge. I know a lot of people say that, but I have to actually embrace that because I teach that. And no, I think I'm going to go, further into a wider scope of the public speaking, developing people at a higher level. And I do want to grow. Certainly not at a global level or anything.
Are you going to write a book?
Well, my daughter is an editor and an author. She has 2 books. So
Tell me about them.
Oh, she is. She's written 2 novels called Nix. So they're sequels. She's got another one coming out.
So fiction world.
Fiction, scary stuff. She
boy.
even didn't want her mom to read because I don't like to watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
Super talented. I mean, that could be a show itself, Mark. Me talking about my kids. They're amazing.
Well, let's have her on the show.
Let's do
a show with your girl talking about her books.
And she has done some podcasts for different universities.
Okay.
And and then she runs her own business too. So our house is full of entrepreneurs. So it's kind of tough maybe walking into it. Our days look a little bit different than other people's, but we love it. And she too is highly successful. She loves her craft, and she does it exceptionally well. And I borrow her services whenever I can. And
have you written out any book concepts for yourself? The reason I ask is if you want to be a public speaker, it's really handy to have a book.
Yeah, there we go.
Because you build the speaking business around the book.
I haven't really. I've got a few ideas in my head of what I'm playing with.
Would you like some help with that? Would you do it? Like if you had the help and the structure?
Oh, the structure?
Would you write the darn thing?
Oh, yeah, and my daughter does that with authors, right?
Yeah.
So I've got her living right there in my basement doing that.
Well, the nonfiction world's different.
Yeah.
But if you want, I'll help you with the nonfiction part of it.
Sure, we can chat about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the circles
I don't know if I
run in.
want to get really personal.
Yeah.
You know, or if I want to do it more from a business standpoint. One
Or a
bleeds,
blend.
one bleeds into the other for me a little bit, right?
Well, they say work-life balance is like, it's life.
It's life.
It's
Yeah.
life. Like
Yeah.
you're still alive at work.
Yeah,
Like
that
that is,
trend. That's a trend.
yeah. No, you have to be balanced and healthy, period. Whether, regardless of your location or if you're working or Netflixing.
Yeah.
All right. What else do I need to know about key instincts?
That's about it. I mean, I'm always looking to help entrepreneurs out, take you to the next level for sure. And if you're looking even just to have a get real coach, I'm no Tony Robbins. I'm not going to embarrass you in a room. Or I'm not going to,
Well, he's 9 feet tall.
be really hard. I can't have a potty mouth sometimes. I'll be honest.
Oh, me too. I think you
Right?
noticed that earlier.
Yeah. But yeah, I love meeting people. I love people, and kind of, I guess it speaks to both sides of my world, whether it's charity or professional. I'm always looking out to help somebody.
So how can somebody get a hold of you at Key Instincts? Do you have a website?
I have a website, Key Instincts website. I have a Facebook page, Key Instincts Facebook, and as well as, if you want to reach out to me directly at 403-660-3648. Give me a call and we'll sit down, have a chat, and no harm, no foul.
And if somebody wants to connect with you on LinkedIn, if you're like me and you've clicked connect too many times, you have to put in their email address.
There we go.
God damn it, I tried to connect with you
Oh, did you?
about an hour ago, but I had to dig up your email address. So for the audience, what's your email address that people can get a hold of you at?
It's Pamela at keyinstincts.com.
Well, that's very difficult to remember.
Right? Doesn't get easier than that. Yeah, for sure.
Pamela at keyinstincts.com.
Yeah.
I don't even have to write that down.
You don't?
And now I can send you a LinkedIn invite.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for this segment.
Thanks, Mark.